I was told shortly after that he passed away. And I actually, and
To the restaurant at the resort. Take me through what happened at that point.
well, yeah, it was. We arrived in the evening of the 28th, and we just wanted to get some food before we went to bed. We were looking forward to exploring the resort and kind of seeing what activities we could do for the week. And so we went to the buffet around in the evening, around 9, I think, somewhere around that time, and then woke up in the morning. We all became extremely ill with gastrointestinal issues. And like I said before, it was something that was so severe. Like we were not able to really even move very much in our room.
Did you call the resort at that point to ask for help? How was it that you ended up in hospital?
So in the morning, we called the medical center, which was one of the options on the phone we had in our bedroom, and we were told that they were basically that they weren't able to come and assist us. That if we wanted any type of medical support, that we had to physically get to the medical center, and this was despite communicating that how the severity of our symptoms and the inability of us to do that. So later in the day, we called them again, and when things obviously were not improving, we had to plead with them to come and get us, and so they did eventually send people to escort us to the medical center, and they took my late wife and late son first in a wheelchairs, and then shortly after that came and got my younger son and I.
What happened?
So we received some treatment at the medical center. This was at the resort, and then it was determined that we needed to be taken to hospital. So then my wife and my late wife and late son Oliver were taken first, and then Wesley and I were taken about half an hour after that. And then we arrived at the hospital, and I was put in a room with my two sons. Initially, I didn't know where my wife was. It turned out later that she was in the ICU, and I mean, the worst experience, like worst nightmare I've ever had to endure, and seeing that my son passing away, like not seeing him pass away, but just him passing away, and then shortly thereafter, my wife passing away as well.
How did you find out they died?
My son went into cardiac arrest, and then I was told I was taken away from that room. I was told shortly after that he passed away, and actually they took me to see him, and so I said goodbye, and then at that point my wife was still alive in the ICU, and she had to be intubated, and then it wasn't long after that I was told by the doctors that she had passed away, and then I had to say goodbye to her.
I'm sorry, I can't even imagine what that moment would be like, and all the moments since then.
It's, I think it's important for me to be here I don't really want to be here. I don't like speaking to media and doing interviews and talking about publicly about what I've gone through. But, I think it's important. I think it's important people know and understand, we were, like, my wife was 41, my son was 8. Like, we were all healthy. We're just looking to have a good vacation. And it's like now I'm kind of left picking up the pieces.
You have you've chosen to file a lawsuit against a number of the parties involved, the resort, the airline which arranged it. What is your hope here? What is the outcome that you're looking for?
I think in terms of outcome, I think, I think in terms of outcome, I think there needs to be accountability for these companies, and I just don't want this to happen again. I don't want anyone to ever have to endure what I've endured. It's awful, and there's only the only remedy that would ever satisfy me can't happen, and so I just
They can't be brought back.
No, and that's the only thing that I want, and I know I can't have it. So this is about being accountable, and hopefully me speaking out about this will have some change, have some positive impact, and I just want people to know about the risks and just to think about these things.